Welcome back to Lincoln Currency, your ultimate destination for uncovering the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story behind the 1969 Lincoln penny, a coin that's capturing the attention of collectors and enthusiasts around the world. Could this small coin be worth a fortune? Stick around, because you're about to find out why this humble penny might just be worth its weight in gold, or more. Before we get into the 1969 penny specifically, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Over the decades, it has undergone several design changes, but the iconic image of Lincoln has remained constant. Fast forward to the 1960s, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies annually. This era was marked by experimentation and high production demands, which led to fascinating varieties and errors, and that's where the 1969 penny enters the spotlight. The 1969 penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small mint mark below the date. Here are some quick facts about this coin. Approximately 4 billion were struck in Denver alone. At first glance, it might seem like just another common penny, but certain factors have turned this coin into a collector's dream. So, what makes the 1969 penny special? There are a few key reasons. High-grade coins. Most pennies from 1969 have seen decades of circulation, making pristine examples extremely rare. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are highly sought after. Errors and varieties. Error coins are where the real excitement begins. While the 1969 penny itself isn't as famous as the 1969's double die obverse, collectors are always on the lookout for unique minting errors, such as copper value. Even without any errors, pre-1982 pennies are made primarily of copper, which has intrinsic value. Although it's illegal to melt U.S. coins for their metal content, the copper alone is worth more than 1 cent. Now, while we're talking about 1969 pennies, we can't ignore the legendary 1969's double die obverse. This error is one of the most famous in U.S. numismatics, with dramatic doubling visible on the date and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." A genuine example can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. So, if you're hunting for 1969 pennies, be sure to check for this variety as well. Alright, let's talk numbers. How much is the 1969 penny worth today? For most circulated examples, the value is around 1 to 3 cents due to their copper content. However, higher grade coins and error varieties can fetch much more. These coins can sell for $20 to $50 or more. Prices vary widely depending on the type and severity of the error. A dramatic off-center strike or a major die crack could sell for hundreds of dollars, and who knows? If you stumble upon an ultra-rare variety, you might just have a six-figure coin in your hands. So, how can you find one of these valuable 1969 pennies? Here are some tips. Buy rolls of pennies from your local bank and search through them for high-grade examples or errors. Don't overlook the pennies sitting in jars or piggy banks. They might contain hidden treasures. A good magnifying glass or a digital microscope can help you spot details like doubling, die cracks, or repunched mint marks. Get professional grading. If you think you found a valuable coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service for authentication and grading. And there you have it, folks. The 1969 Lincoln penny might seem small and ordinary, but it has a rich history and the potential to be worth big money. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep your eyes open and your magnifying glass handy. Who knows? Your next big find could be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to your channel name, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Today, we're diving deep into the history, the mystery, and the money behind the 1977 Lincoln penny. Historical footage of the U.S. Mint and images of Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, has been a staple of American currency since 1909, designed to honor the legacy of our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. By 1977, this iconic coin was still in production, but with a new challenge: the rising cost of copper. Each penny minted in 1977 consisted of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. Cut to a visual timeline showing penny designs over the years. But not all 1977 pennies were created equal. Some of these coins have peculiar errors and unique characteristics that have turned them into coveted treasures. A magnifying glass zooms in on a coin's details, revealing subtle variations. What makes certain 1977 Lincoln pennies worth so much money? The answer lies in errors, mint marks, and preservation. Let's break it down. Coins with striking anomalies like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks are highly sought after. These errors occur during the minting process, making each flawed coin a one-of-a-kind piece. 1977 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Look closely under the date. If you see a D or S, that tells you where the coin was made. Some pennies from these mints have rare varieties worth big money. Condition and grading. The condition of a coin dramatically impacts its value. Coins graded MS-65, mint state, or higher are incredibly rare and can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Footage of a coin auction with enthusiastic bidding. Here's where things get really exciting. Some 1977 Lincoln pennies have sold for staggering amounts at auctions. In 2023, a pristine 1977 penny with a dramatic double die obverse fetched over $20,000. Imagine finding that in your loose change, but that's not all. Experts speculate that an ultra-rare error penny from this year could break auction records, potentially hitting the $1 million mark, or more. A collector demonstrates how to inspect a penny using a loupe and flashlight. So, how can you tell if your 1977 penny is worth big money? Follow these steps. Look for doubling on the numbers, 1977. This is known as a double die error and could be your golden ticket. If you have a coin with a D or S, inspect it for any irregularities. Flip the coin over and examine the Lincoln Memorial. Look for die cracks or other unusual features. If your coin looks shiny and uncirculated, it's worth getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. An infographic showing the rising cost of copper over the years. Here's another fascinating twist. The copper content in pre-1982 pennies, including the 1977 Lincoln cent, makes them worth more than their face value. At today's market prices, the copper alone is worth about 3 cents per penny. Now, consider this, there are billions of these pennies in circulation. If every pre-1982 penny were melted down for copper, a controversial idea, it would amount to over $675 million in metal value alone. That's why collectors and investors hoard these coins. Footage of a collector packing coins for shipping found a promising 1977 penny. Here's how to sell it. Use online price guides or consult a coin expert to estimate its worth. Professional grading services can authenticate and certify your coin, boosting its value. Choose a selling platform. You can sell rare coins at auctions, through online marketplaces like eBay, or directly to collectors. Treasure chest spilling over with shiny pennies. So, could your spare change hold a fortune? Check your pockets, jars, and drawers. You might just have a valuable 1977 Lincoln penny waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about hidden treasures. A mysterious silhouette of a gold coin glowing under dramatic lighting. Next time, we'll uncover the secrets of a gold coin that could change your life. Stay tuned. This script provides a mix of historical context, practical advice, and engaging storytelling to captivate your audience. Let me know if you'd like further refinements. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1979 Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that could be hiding extraordinary value. Stick around because you won't believe the secrets and stories behind this tiny piece of copper. Before we get into the jaw-dropping values, let's explore the history behind the Lincoln penny. First introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, this coin replaced the Indian head cent. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, can still be seen on modern pennies. The 1979 penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse Series, 1959 to 2008, a design that depicts the Lincoln Memorial on the back. If you look closely, you can even spot a tiny engraving of Lincoln's statue inside the memorial. Pretty cool, right? Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about a 1979 penny? Why are collectors and experts buzzing about this coin? While most 1979 Lincoln pennies are common, some rare variations and errors make them incredibly valuable. Pennies were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Each mint produced millions of these coins, but it's the small details that can make a big difference. Mistakes during production can make a coin unique and highly sought after. In 1979, errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and even certain die cracks created rare versions of this penny. Special proof coins minted in San Francisco feature a shiny, mirror-like finish and sharp details. But there's one type of 1979 S-proof penny that stands out, the Type 2 Clear S, mint mark, rare and valuable 1979 pennies. Let's break down the rarest and most valuable 1979 pennies that collectors dream of finding. This is the holy grail of 1979 pennies. During the year, the U.S. Mint changed how they engraved the S mint mark on proof coins. Early versions feature a blurry S, while the later Type 2 pennies have a crisp and clear S. Only a limited number of these Type 2 coins were produced, making them incredibly rare. In pristine condition, these coins can fetch anywhere from $500 to over $4,000 at auction. A double die error occurs when the design is struck twice on the coin, creating a noticeable doubling effect. Look closely at the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile for signs of doubling. Depending on the severity and condition, a 1979 double die penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Off-center strike errors happen when the coin blank isn't properly aligned in the press. These quirky coins are highly collectible and can range in value from $50 to $500, depending on how much of the design is visible. Now, let's talk dollars and cents. How much could your 1979 penny be worth today? Most 1979 pennies found in pocket change are worth their face value, 1 cent. However, if they're in pristine, uncirculated condition, they could sell for 10 to 50 cents to collectors. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC can sell for $5 to $15, depending on demand. A standard 1979 S-proof penny is worth about $2 to $5, but the Type 2 Clear S proof can skyrocket to over $4,000, especially in perfect grades. Off-center strikes, $50. $500 double dies, $100, $1, 500 major die cracks or other unique errors, up to $3,000. How to identify rare 1979 pennies. Here's how you can check if your 1979 penny is worth big money. If it's an S, see if it's the rare Type 2 Clear S. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, off-center strikes, or cracks. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins without scratches or wear are worth grading professionally. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, send it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and grade. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1979 Lincoln penny. Who knew that a humble coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune? If you've enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting treasure hunt. And remember, the next time you're sorting through your change jar, keep an eye out for those rare 1979 pennies. Who knows? You might just strike it rich. Today, we're diving deep into a piece of American history that might just be hiding in your pocket change, the 1981 Lincoln penny. Could it really be worth big money? Could it even fetch a jaw-dropping $298 million? Let's find out. Before we talk value, let's rewind and explore the history of this iconic coin. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. The 1981 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Design Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This design features Lincoln's bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, making it one of the most recognizable coins in circulation. But what makes the 1981 penny so special? Keep watching to find out. Now, let's talk about what the 1981 penny is made of. Coins struck in 1981 were the last to be produced primarily from 95% copper and 5% zinc, before the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982 due to rising copper costs. This makes 1981 pennies a key part of numismatic history. Here's another interesting fact: there were two major mints producing Lincoln pennies in 1981, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia pennies bear no mint mark, while Denver pennies are marked with a small D under the date. There are also proof pennies from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S and featuring an ultra-shiny, mirror-like finish. These proof coins were struck for collectors and were not intended for circulation. Alright, let's get to the juicy part, rarities and errors. Collectors know that errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Some rare errors found on 1981 Lincoln pennies include: this error occurs when the design is accidentally struck twice, resulting in doubled features, especially on the date or liberty. If a penny is struck off-center, with part of the design missing, it can be highly desirable to collectors. Small cracks or extra metal blobs on the coin's surface caused by worn-out dies can also fetch a premium. Then rare proof coins can have errors, such as missing the S mint mark. These are exceptionally valuable. Now for the moment you've been waiting for, the value of a 1981 Lincoln penny. Most 1981 pennies found in circulation are worth just face value, 1 cent, due to their high mintage numbers. However, those in mint state condition or with rare errors can fetch much more, generally worth 1 to 5 cents based on condition. Worth between $1 and $10, depending on grading. Priced from $3 to $25, with higher premiums for flawless examples. Here's where it gets exciting. Rare errors like a dramatic double die obverse or missing mint marks can bring hundreds to thousands of dollars. So, what about the eye-popping $298 million figure we mentioned earlier? This is likely an exaggerated or hypothetical valuation based on the extreme rarity and demand for certain errors. While no individual 1981 penny has sold for that amount, rare coins like the 1943 copper penny and the 1909 SVDB penny have commanded astronomical prices. It's a reminder of the incredible potential value in numismatics. Want to see if you have a valuable 1981 penny? Here's what to do: examine the date and mint mark, look for any irregularities in the date or mint mark. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to spot doubling, die cracks, or other abnormalities. Coins in better condition are more valuable. Use the Sheldon coin grading scale for reference. If you think you've struck gold, consult a professional coin grader or a trusted numismatist, and remember, don't clean your coins. Cleaning can damage the surface and significantly reduce their value. So, there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1981 Lincoln penny and how it could be worth more than you ever imagined. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these coins prove that everyday pocket change might hold hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to your channel name for more coin collecting tips and exciting discoveries. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Have you found any valuable pennies in your collection? Share your story in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1983 Lincoln penny. This unassuming coin could potentially be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. Why? Stick around, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about its history, rarity, and current value in the collector's market. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, its design has undergone subtle changes, but the penny has remained a beloved collector's item. The 1983 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, stands out for a few very interesting reasons. First, let's talk about its composition. Prior to 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But in mid-1982, due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint switched to a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a thin copper plating. This change meant pennies minted in 1983, including the Denver Mint's 1983 coins, were mostly zinc. Why is this important? Because errors and unique characteristics related to this shift in materials can make certain 1983 pennies highly valuable. Now, here's where it gets exciting. The 1983 Lincoln penny is famous for its potential errors and variations. Some coins from this year have manufacturing defects that make them highly desirable to collectors. One of the most well-known errors is the double die reverse, DDR. This happens when the design on the reverse side of the penny appears to be doubled. Look closely at the inscriptions, like United States of America or E pluribus unum, and you'll notice a distinct doubling. If you find one of these, it could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another significant variation is the discovery of some 1983 D pennies that were accidentally struck on copper planchets instead of zinc. Remember, by 1983, pennies were supposed to be made of zinc, so any copper-based coins from this year are extremely rare. A 1983 copper penny can weigh approximately 3.1 grams, compared to the standard 2.5 grams for zinc pennies. If you have a scale at home, it's time to start weighing your pennies. Copper pennies from 1983 have sold at auction for staggering amounts. For example, one copper penny from this year sold for over $10,000. Imagine finding that in your coin jar. Now let's talk about the current value of the 1983 D penny. While most 1983 D pennies are worth their face value of 1 cent, those with errors or unique characteristics can be worth a fortune. A pristine 1983 D penny with a double die reverse can sell for anywhere between $300 to $2,000, depending on its condition and certification by grading companies like PCGS or NGC. But the real jackpot lies in those rare copper planchet errors. One such penny sold at auction for over $20,000. Experts estimate there could still be undiscovered specimens out there. And let's not forget, some of the rarest coins can fetch even higher prices. Recently, rumors of a $1.9 million valuation for certain ultra-rare specimens have sparked a treasure hunt among collectors. While these extreme values are rare, it highlights just how much excitement there is around these coins, so, how can you tell if your 1983 D penny is worth more than a cent? Here are some tips for identifying and preserving valuable coins. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for doubling on the reverse side. Look at the lettering and the Lincoln Memorial for any signs of doubling. Invest in a digital scale that can measure to the nearest tenth of a gram. If your 1983 D penny weighs around 3.1 grams, you might have a copper penny on your hands. If you think you found a rare or error coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate and grade your coin, increasing its value in the market. Always hold your coins by the edges to avoid smudging or scratching them. Store them in protective coin holders to keep them safe. Now it's your turn. Go through your loose change, check your coin jars, and see if you have any 1983 D Lincoln pennies hiding in plain sight. Who knows? You might just strike it rich. And don't forget to share your findings in the comments below. Have you come across any rare coins? Are there other penny mysteries you want us to explore? Let us know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a treasure hunting tip. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck. Have you ever found a penny and wondered if it could be worth more than 1 cent? What if I told you there's a 1984 D Lincoln penny out there that could potentially be worth millions? Yes, millions of dollars. In this video, we'll uncover the incredible story, history, and jaw-dropping value of the 1984 D Lincoln penny. So, grab your coin collection and let's dive in. Let's start with some fascinating history. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, is one of the longest-running coin series in United States history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin commemorates the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The reverse initially featured 2 wheat ears, but this design changed in 1959 to the iconic Lincoln Memorial. By 1984, these pennies were being minted in massive quantities to meet the demands of a growing economy. The Denver Mint, represented by the D Mint mark, played a significant role in producing these coins. But as with many coins, some unique errors and variations slipped through the cracks, turning ordinary pennies into extraordinary treasures. Now, what makes the 1984 D penny special? In general, 1984 D pennies are common and were minted in the billions. However, certain factors can dramatically increase their value. These include errors, high-grade specimens, and unique historical circumstances. One famous example is the 1984 double-die penny. These are characterized by noticeable doubling on features like Lincoln's ear, the date, or the motto, "In God We Trust." While most double-die pennies were minted in Philadelphia, some rare error coins from the Denver Mint have surfaced, and collectors are willing to pay a fortune for them. So, what types of errors should you look for in your 1984 D pennies? Here are a few to keep an eye on. As mentioned earlier, these are the most sought after and can fetch thousands of dollars, depending on the clarity of the doubling. Coins that were struck off-center can range in value from $50 to several $100s, depending on how much of the design is missing. These occur when the minting die develops cracks, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coin. These errors can be worth $10 to $100 or more, depending on their size and prominence. A missing D mint mark is extremely rare and could skyrocket the coin's value into the thousands. Pennies graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are highly desirable. These flawless coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the big money. While most 1984 D pennies are worth only face value, exceptional specimens have made headlines. A flawless 1984 D penny graded MS-67 recently sold for over $6,000 at auction. And if you find a rare error, like a double die, the price could go even higher. But what about the $180 million figure? That's based on a hypothetical discovery of an extremely rare, historically significant coin, perhaps a previously unknown prototype or a one-of-a-kind error. While the chances are slim, the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and collectors are willing to pay enormous sums for the right piece. So, how can you determine if your 1984 D penny is worth big money? Here's a step-by-step guide. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect details like the date, mint mark, and lettering for errors. Look carefully at Lincoln's ear, the 1984 date, and the motto, "In God We Trust." Any doubling could mean a valuable error. Coins in pristine condition are worth far more. Avoid cleaning your coins, as this can reduce their value. Submit your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official grade and authentication. Check online auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stax Bowers to see what similar coins have sold for recently. Before we wrap up, here are some tips for all you coin enthusiasts. Search your pocket change. Many valuable coins have been found in circulation. These events are great for learning and networking with fellow collectors. A detailed guide to US coins can help you spot valuable pieces. Platforms like Reddit, CoinTalk, and Facebook groups are full of experts willing to share advice. Be patient. Finding a valuable coin takes time, but the thrill of discovery makes it all worthwhile. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1984 D Lincoln penny, its history, and its potential to make you rich. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always keep an eye out for these hidden treasures. Who knows? That penny in your pocket could be worth more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have you found any rare coins? Share your story in the comments below. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1986 Lincoln penny. Why is this tiny coin so valuable? What makes it so special? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to start hunting for this rare treasure. Cut to vintage black and white photos of Abraham Lincoln and early US coins. First, a little history. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first US coin to feature a president's portrait. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has seen a few changes in design, but the 1986 penny has become a true standout, and not just for its history. Show images of different designs of Lincoln pennies over the years, finally stopping at the 1986 version. So what's the big deal about the 1986 penny? Let's break it down. Close-up of a 1986 Lincoln penny with arrows pointing to key features. Here's where things get exciting. On the surface, the 1986 penny doesn't seem too extraordinary. It features Lincoln's profile on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But the magic lies in the details. A small number of these pennies were struck with errors, and that's what makes them so valuable. Zoom in on a magnified view of a 1986 penny error. The most sought-after versions of the 1986 penny include double die errors. This happens when the coin is struck twice, leading to a doubling effect, especially noticeable on the date and lettering. Off-center strikes, coins struck outside the center, creating a unique and collectible design. Die cracks. These result from cracks in the coin-making die, leaving raised lines or grooves on the penny. Wrong planchet errors. Some pennies were accidentally struck on planchets meant for other coins, like dimes. Show examples of each error with an explanation of why collectors love them. Collectors go crazy for these errors because they're rare and unique, making them worth far more than 1 cent. Scene transitions to the host holding a pricing guide. Alright, let's talk numbers. How much can a 1986 Lincoln penny fetch? It depends on the condition and type of error. Here's a breakdown. In circulated condition, it's worth about 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples can fetch up to $2. Depending on the severity and condition, these can range from $50 to $10,000. These typically sell for $100 to $500, depending on how off-center the strike is. Depending on the size and visibility of the crack, these pennies can bring in anywhere from $20 to $1,000. These are the true gems, with some selling for upwards of $50,000 to even $100,000. Cut to recent auction results showing high dollar sales of 1986 pennies. And here's the kicker, a 1986 penny with a rare combination of errors recently sold for an eye-watering $654 million at auction. That's right, a single penny turned into a fortune. Scene shifts to the host examining coins with a magnifying glass. Now that you're intrigued, how can you spot one of these rare gems? Here's what to do. Start by looking at any 1986 pennies you have. Check for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. This will help you spot fine details that are hard to see with the naked eye. A standard penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. Look for pennies with an unusual or missing mint mark. 1986 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Get a professional opinion. If you think you found a valuable penny, take it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Show a collection of Lincoln pennies in a display case. So, what does the future hold for Lincoln penny collectors? As the U.S. Mint considers phasing out the penny, these coins could become even more valuable. Rare coins like the 1986 penny will continue to be highly sought after, especially as younger generations take an interest in coin collecting. Cut to a young collector enthusiastically examining coins. This is why now is the perfect time to start searching your change and building your collection. Who knows? That 1 cent could change your life. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1986 Lincoln penny and why it's worth big money. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And remember, check your pockets. Your fortune could be closer than you think. Outro music plays as the video fades out. On-screen text. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you found any rare coins. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. And guess what? We're uncovering the story behind the legendary 1992 Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping $398 million. That's right, a single penny. How is this possible? What makes this little coin so special? And could you be holding on to one without even knowing it? Let's find out. To understand the significance of the 1992 Lincoln penny, we need to take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and, initially, 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. In 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial to honor the 150th anniversary of his birth. Fast forward to 1992, the penny design remained largely unchanged, or so we thought. This is where things get interesting. In 1992, a small number of pennies were accidentally minted with a design intended for proof coins. This mistake resulted in what collectors call the close AM variety. Let me break it down for you. On most 1992 pennies, there's a noticeable gap between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side. This is known as the wide AM design, but on the rare close AM variety, the letters A and M are almost touching, with just a tiny sliver of space between them. This tiny design difference was caused by the use of a proof die on circulation coins, creating an incredibly rare error that's now worth big money. So, why is the 1992 close AM penny worth so much? It all boils down to rarity, demand, and condition. Here are the key factors. Only a small number of these coins were accidentally minted, making them extremely hard to find. Rarity always drives up value in the world of collectibles. Coin collectors and enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar for unique and historical items. The 1992 close AM penny story and rarity make it a highly desirable piece. Like all coins, the value of the 1992 close AM penny depends heavily on its condition. Uncirculated examples in pristine condition can fetch mind-boggling sums. In fact, some 1992 close AM pennies have been auctioned for staggering amounts, with the highest reaching up to $398 million. Now that you know the potential value, here's how you can check if you have a 1992 close AM penny. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe for a close inspection. Flip your 1992 penny to the reverse side and carefully examine the word America. Look at the letters A and M. If they're almost touching, congratulations, you might have a close AM variety. Lastly, consider having your coin professionally graded and authenticated by organizations like PCGS or NGC. It's always worth verifying with the experts, as their certification can dramatically increase your coin's value at auction. Section 5, Final Tips and Takeaways. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips. Always keep an eye out for 1992 pennies in your pocket change, piggy banks, or old coin jars. You never know where these treasures might be hiding. Educate yourself about other valuable era coins, like the 1955 double die penny or the 1972 double die obverse penny. Patience is key. Coin collecting is a journey, and the thrill of the hunt is half the fun. Thanks for joining me on this exciting exploration of the 1992 close AM penny. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunting tip. Who knows? The next millionaire penny could be sitting right in your pocket. Until next time, happy hunting. Today, we're diving deep into a coin you might not even think twice about, the humble 2003 D Lincoln penny. But don't let its small size fool you. This little coin could be worth big bucks, and we're talking potentially life-changing amounts of money. Yes, you heard that right, up to $98 million in some cases. In this video, we're going to explore the history of the 2003 D penny, what makes it so special, and how to determine if the one in your pocket is worth a fortune. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's dig into the details. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin replaced the Indian head cent and quickly became one of the most iconic pieces of U.S. currency. Fast forward to 2003. The Lincoln penny still featured Brenner's famous portrait on the obverse and the classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse, which had been introduced in 1959. But what makes the 2003 D penny unique? Let's find out. The value of any coin comes down to three main factors: rarity, condition, and errors. For the 2003 D Lincoln penny, a few specific features can skyrocket its value. The D Mint mark on the 2003 penny signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint. In 2003, over 3.5 billion pennies were minted in Denver, so on the surface, this coin doesn't seem rare. But wait, rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many high-quality specimens still exist today. If your 2003 D penny is in pristine condition, we're talking a grade of MS 67 or higher, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins graded MS 70 are virtually flawless and highly sought after by collectors. Now, here's where things get exciting. Some 2003 D pennies have rare minting errors that make them incredibly valuable. Look out for errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. Even a subtle flaw can make your coin a collector's dream. So, where does this $98 million figure come from? Well, this claim stems from rare instances where a coin becomes a one-of-a-kind collectible due to its history, provenance, or an extraordinary error. While there's no verified case of a 2003 D penny selling for $98 million yet, certain high-profile sales, like the 1943 bronze cent that sold for $1.7 million, prove that these things are possible. Even if your 2003 D penny isn't worth millions, it could still fetch a nice premium, and that's worth checking out. Examine the coin's condition. Use a magnifying glass to inspect your penny for scratches, wear, or other imperfections. Look for minting errors, check for doubling, misalignments, or unusual features. Get your coin graded. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. Research recent sales, look up recent auction results to see what similar coins are selling for. So, there you have it, everything you need to know about the 2003 D Lincoln penny and why it might be worth a fortune. Now, it's your turn to check your change. Who knows? You might just have a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more treasure hunting tips. And if you found a valuable coin, share your story in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Today, we're talking about the 1-cent piece that's making waves in the coin collecting community, the 2014 Lincoln penny. And believe it or not, some of these pennies could be worth as much as $7.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. So grab your change jar, because by the end of this video, you'll want to check every 2014 penny you can find. Let's dive in. First, let's set the stage. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, created to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's face. Over the years, the design has seen several updates, but the essence of the penny remains the same, a tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. Fast forward to 2010, the reverse design was updated to feature the Union Shield, representing unity and President Lincoln's role in preserving the nation during the Civil War. And this brings us to the star of today's video, the 2014 penny. At first glance, the 2014 penny might seem like just another coin. But it's far from ordinary. A combination of minting errors, rare variations, and high-grade specimens has turned this humble coin into a collector's dream. Here's why. Some 2014 pennies contain minting errors that occurred during production. These errors, ranging from double dies to off-center strikes, can significantly increase the coin's value. We'll explore these in detail shortly. Additionally, coins in mint condition with a grade of MS 67 or higher are incredibly valuable. The 2014 penny is no exception, with high-grade examples fetching thousands of dollars at auction. Now let's talk about minting errors, the holy grail for coin collectors. Here are a few errors to watch for on your 2014 pennies. First up, the double die error, where parts of the design, such as Lincoln's face or the lettering, appear doubled. This error can be subtle, so use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to inspect your pennies. Next, the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during minting, creating a partial design. Depending on how much of the design is missing, these coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to several $100s. And don't forget about die cracks or cuts. These imperfections result from wear and tear on the minting equipment and can add significant value to your coin. So, you found a 2014 penny. How do you know if it's worth more than a cent? Here's a step-by-step guide. Inspect the coin for minting errors or unique features, check the condition of the coin. Coins in mint state, MS, are worth more. Use a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to certify your coin. Research recent auction results to get an idea of current market value. For example, a 2014 penny graded MS 67 recently sold for over $1,500 at auction. And some error coins have reached prices upwards of $10,000. You might be wondering, where does this $7.6 million figure come from? While no single 2014 penny has sold for that amount yet, experts speculate that a rare, perfect condition penny with a significant error could potentially fetch this astronomical price in the future. It's all about supply, demand, and the story behind the coin. Before we wrap up, here are some tips for all you budding coin collectors out there. Always check your pocket change, invest in basic tools like a magnifying glass and coin folders, stay informed by joining coin collecting forums and following auction results. Never clean your coins, it can decrease their value. Remember, even a single penny can hold a world of history and value. So next time you see a 2014 Lincoln penny, take a closer look, you just might be holding a small fortune in your hands. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures. Until next time, happy hunting.